James Kaufman, World News Report today. USDA SNAP fraud director sentenced to only 2 years for stealing $66 million in SNAP benefits? Ladies and gentlemen, we had to make an example of her, didn't we? Sean S. Buckley, attorney for the United States, acting under the authority conferred by 28 U.S.C. 515, has announced that Arlasa Davis was sentenced to 24 months in prison for her role in a sprawling fraud and bribery scheme that generated over $66 million in unauthorized transactions under the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, colloquially known as food stamps or SNAP. Davis, a longtime employee of the United States Department of Agriculture, abused her position within the division responsible for identifying SNAP fraud to sell confidential government information to criminals. Davis previously pled guilty to bribery and conspiracy to commit bribery before U.S. District Judge Jed S. Rakoff, who imposed Monday's 2-year sentence. According to the indictment and statements made in public court proceedings and filings, Davis worked within the USDA division responsible for identifying SNAP fraud. She abused her privileged access to federal systems to sell hundreds of electronic benefits transfer license numbers to co-conspirators. Davis photographed handwritten lists of license numbers intended for qualified stores with her personal cell phone. She then funneled them to an intermediary who sold them to co-conspirators, who in turn used those license numbers to fraudulently obtain EBT terminals for stores that the USDA did not authorize to process SNAP transactions. In return, Davis received substantial bribes, disguised in communications, including, among other things, birthday gifts and flowers. In addition to her prison term, Davis, 56 years old, of Gardner, New York, was sentenced to 2 years of supervised release. So, 2 years probation, 2 years in jail, and she stole $66 million? Davis was also ordered to forfeit $48,470 that was in her bank account and pay restitution of $36 million. Like any of that's going to happen. What a total joke. This judge and prosecutor need to be thrown under the jail, period. And this lady abused her privilege. And needed to be made an example of, not given 24 months in jail. What a joke. God bless, folks. Make sure you share this and make sure that we all know who the judge was, District Judge Jed S. Rakoff, and who the attorney for the U.S. was, Sean S. Buckley. And again, her name is Arlasa Davis. What another sham. Please give us a thumbs up and remember that anything's possible in Bizarro World.